from the Gabonese government that they were not supposed to bring Nigerian nationals to their country. And if not that the Nigerian embassy waded into this player, from everything I've read, it seems as if the Gabonese were trying to, eliminate Nigeria on a technicality, that maybe Nigeria wasn't going to show up. So if these people are coming, I hope they take them by boat to Kara Namoda. They look for the rockiest pitch they can find.
Anyway, I think we should also commend the General Secretary of Nigerian Football Federation, Musa Amadu. He
handled it maturely.
Very mature, sent a letter to CAF, and CAF now, directed the FA in Gabon to allow Nigeria to get to, because sometimes we criticize them, we should also, commend them
when they do it right.
Like Tunde said, that is not the way to treat
a Nigerian national team.
Young boys traveling for a game, and that have gone through. They check the routine, they check for Ebola.
Congo was there. They had no complaints.
Anyway, let's wrap this up now because we have to go on a break. But let me read this tweet as we go on that break. Nurudin Oshodi at Ola Sunkom says the NFF should also invest in Keshi by sending him on training, maybe refresher courses. Like the NFF, I'm told, are recommending coaches for a coaching course in Germany. We should do a lot more of that for Stephen Keshi, help him.
The coaches too should also invest in
themselves. All right, let's go on a break now. When we return from this break, today we'll go and arrange things behind the scene. Toby will be joining us. We're taking a look at the domestic scene. There's plenty more for you on Sports Tonight. All right, so let's move on now on Sports Tonight. Toby Adepoju has joined us now. Toby, good to have you on Sports Tonight this Monday. You're looking very happy now because at last, now that is a strong. His immediate constituency is warming up.
Yeah, apart from that, I think the players are also excited.
Yeah, the players are also excited. But let's start with that. Good news, not just for Toby and for those of us who love the league. The players are also happy. The coaches are also happy. And even the state government, because the money has been budgeted for a certain period, and if the game doesn't end when it's supposed to end, where is the money going to come from? Absolutely. The Globe Premier League is resuming on Wednesday. Not just the Globe Premier League, the Nigerian National League is also resuming on Wednesday, Toby. So how excited are the players and the coaches and everybody involved? Yeah,
really, the players are excited, and also the coach, especially for those going for victory, those that want to win the title, those struggling for relegation. Kano Pillars hoping to retain this title, third time on the bounce. Nassau United hoping to take this one, a major title for the very first time in the club history. Yimba Dolphin hanging on, there's Giwa, and also Warriors also in the mix. So it's going to be an interesting time this time around. And don't forget, you talk about Osago now. Joint top scorer with Peter Ebedewo of Abayesa United, and the target is to beat Anike record. 13 goals now between both guys, and they ended to score more 8, to beat Anike record, and 20. Of 20, I maybe score 8 and get to 20. So don't forget, China actually had the promise of 30 goals. I'm not sure they will get to that, but 30 goals. But I think these players will hope to set a new record, and Osago now, his confidence is high right now. The Super Eagles campaign will really rub off, and when he came back, and also, Air Rangers will lift up from the relegation side. Yeah.
If we are complaining that the reason why home-based players should come to camp is to keep the tempo high for the foreign-based when they come back, and the league is not in session, then we are back to square one. Then the same situation that is affecting the foreign-based will be affecting the home-based.
Yeah, I agree with you. The short time would have affected the fitness of some players. Some that are not professionally minded could indulge in activities that could affect their performance. But like Toby said, we thank God that the league is starting. Players can look forward to games every Wednesday, every Sunday, as the case may be. But we just pray for the best. Good officiating. Some of the the LMC should. My worry is about some of the pitches. They are so horrendous.
The season is just less than like 13 games. I think
you talked about the pitch. The Stadium. Even the Eagles are playing on this thing.
No, but
let's not talk about that one. Let's not talk about that one now. But on a more serious note, APFON, the Players Union, are saying, look, the league has been on break, it's resuming on Wednesday. Clubs, do some things. Not just run back to resuming action on Wednesday. Players are complaining, coaches are complaining, we are being owed money. Before they go out there to play and make everybody happy, sort out the issue of the money.
Yeah, really, I think it's a big issue. When you talk about players' salaries and coach salaries in the league, these are the main actors. These are the reasons why we have the LMC, the NNL board. These are the reasons why we even have the Nigerian Football Federation. And, these players have not been treated well. We need to accept that fact. Just few clubs, have met the normal requirements of playing their players well. And, it is sad.
And one of them is Abia Warriors.
It is sad. You see, most of these teams, even struggling right now, are really suffering from financial, strain. Most of these teams could have, done well even if they have a very strong, backup in terms of, our finance. But I just hope the AFCON people will meet with club owners. They need to sort these things out. Players should get paid. Negotiation, and also the players should help themselves doing, because many issues I've tried to investigate is most of these players. I was doing the LMC Super 4 in January. They advised the players, during the seminar, bring a representative, if not a legal lawyer, just bring
your agent,
your agent,
licensed agent.
Most of these players don't want to share this money with all these people, and it is necessary to do things professionally. Reason why most of them cannot even fight their case, but
because they don't have proper representation.
I just hope the players, will do the right thing. Meet the club owners. Let's try and sort these players, salaries and bonuses out, and let the players be happy, because it is sad you play professional football league and you can't. You
can't have something to show.
You don't have something to show for it. It is sad, but I
just hope everybody in your area, they know you as a professional footballer.
They see you on TV, and
they see you. You score great goals.
Great goals, and
but they see you and you cannot even.
You play thank you football.
Tony, I just hope we can just sort this thing out, because the players need to treat it well as a king.
All right, let's step down and talk about the Nigerian National League now, because the Nigerian National League, Toby, we're just about 5 weeks to the end of the season. I think about 5 weeks to the end of the season. So we're really at the home stretch of the Nigerian National League, and this is the time that all kinds of things happen in the Nigerian National League. We were talking about it last week. TIP FC of Abuja have pulled out, and the NNL have been trying to say, look, 5 games to the end of the season is not the right time for you to pull out, because it turns the table upside down. We now have to start cancelling games. I mean, of some teams that have won games away from home and all of that, and it brings the league into disrepute.
No, but they have come out to say that they discovered that their players were involved in match fixing against Plateau United.
Oh, TIP?
Yes.
Yeah, TIP.
That some of the players even came up, made confessions that they collected money from Plateau United.
And there should be action. Is that enough? Yeah.
They said that continuing the game would be against their philosophy, of
fairness,
of teaching the players the right values. That was how they had to disband the team. But for me, I think that is ridiculous. The players who are involved should be handed over to the law enforcement agents.
I think that's what the NNL should do.
Because it's true, I heard from report that TPF said they wrote NNL on this situation, and if you receive a letter of a match fixing, the NNL should investigate and take players who are guilty, and also the officials who are guilty should be punished. Because this is the 3rd season on the board. We're having issue of teams pulling out with 5 games or 4 games to go in the NNL. What are the implications? Why are we not working against this thing? Yes, the NNL, secretary claimed all the clubs in Division A and Division B, signed an agreement, a soft agreement that, all teams will complete their game this season. But don't forget, a soft agreement can be more, can be more powerful than rules and regulation, which is if any teams pull out, your results start null and void. But I think this is sad. This is happening for the 3rd season in a row, and I think we should find a solution. And for the TPFC allegation, the NNL should investigate this thing.
Investigate it.
Those guilty should be punished. Every punishment.
Well, my producer, Dumnodio Konta, went to the archives to bring out Lawrence Katken. Lawrence Katken is the secretary of the Nigerian National League Board. And I remember at the beginning of the season, Dumnodio Konta took him up on teams pulling out in the middle of the season or towards the end of the season, pulling out of the league and all of that. And he had a few things to say. Let's sit back and listen to what Lawrence Katken said then, just to hold him responsible to what is happening right now as it concerns TIP FC in the Nigerian National League.